Look at this stuff. That is very hard clay. Now, the spot we picked out for our garden is like all solid clay like this. We were hoping, we cleared the land and it was forest, and we were thinking and hoping we might get like a good forest bed type soil, but our contractors ended up spreading all of the dirt they excavated from the basement over our garden area, and then compacted it too, it seems, and we were just left with this awful tough clay. I don't think you could drive nails through that. But we were determined to have a good garden, and we had a rototiller, and we were out here, and you should have seen the day I was out here tilling this ground, and my wife too. Like, that rototiller, it wasn't the most powerful rototiller, but I mean, that thing was just bouncing around on top of this clay, and it may have tilled up like half an inch, but it was really just like, I don't know. So, I mean, and we're going to try and do things, we have goats, and we are going to use the manure and mix it in and try and bring some life back to this material. I mean, and I guess some plants like clay if it's soft enough, like peppers or whatnot. But, oh my goodness, we tried to put manure on and tilled it like at least 2 or 3 times, and we could not. We got like maybe half an inch of loose stuff on top, and under that was just solid, almost like a rock, and it was looking bad. And it was at that moment, when all hope had failed, that thankfully the Creator reminded me that another contractor that was working for us helped install our septic system last fall, mentioned to me that he had some topsoil. I mean, and we tried everything for this clay. Like the manure, we put lime on it, we tilled it, but there wasn't much there. And so we ended up, thankfully, at the last minute, I was able to give the contractor a call, and we got to do some weeding, but we ended up buying topsoil. And the clay wasn't a complete waste. I mean, and I'm going to make another video about gardening on a hill, but we ended up using the little bit of loose clay that I tilled up to make like a bottom wall to these rows, and then we ended up putting in topsoil on the top of the clay, so you can see kind of like a clay dam, and then above it we put the topsoil. So there you can see on this row, you can kind of see where the clay is and topsoil began. I mean, there was a lot of clay here. I took a stud bar to break up this clay on this hillside. I am not kidding. And I've got, we do have videos, or pictures at least, kind of showing the progress of this garden. But I just wanted to say, there are probably ways to enrich bad clay like this, but sometimes you don't have time to do that. And time was of the essence for us this year, and so we invested in some topsoil, and we may yet try and doctor up the clay. But I want to say to you, you've probably heard people talking about investing in gold, and maybe some smarter people have said invest in land and in food, stocking up food, like food's going to be your new currency. Well, I would say to you, if you're in this situation and you had bad clay, invest in some good dirt. I think that would be a very good investment, so you can grow the food you need to get through the times ahead. So I guess that's all I have for now. Be wise, be strong, be a survivor homesteader.